Hi everyone and welcome back to Gina C Creates. Today I'm going to show you how to make this pop-up flower bouquet for Mother's Day. Here are a few supplies you will need to get started. I'm using 3 shades of pink cardstock, a white cardstock, a recycled brown cardstock, green, and I'm using holographic vinyl. And I'm going to need my craft glue and a scoring stylus. Head over to ginaccreates.com to get the free SVG file. I'll leave the link in the video description. Once you have my file downloaded, you can right-click and hit Extract All and save it to the same location. Now your folder will be an open folder to work with, and you will find my SVG, PNG, EPS, DXF file, and we're going to use the SVG file. It might say Microsoft Edge HTML or Google Chrome if you're on a PC Windows, but it will still upload to Design Space. So go ahead, open Design Space and go to your downloads folder, find my folder, and then upload the SVG file and then save it to your library. And then we're going to just add it to our canvas. And once we have it imported, we're going to make sure it uploads the correct size. It should be 14.36. So you could just change the width and make sure it's ready to go to be a 5x7 card. Once we have it the correct size, we are going to right click and ungroup. And then now we'll be able to select each layer, and we are going to select the cut lines and we are going to change them to score lines. So your inside white flap will have score lines, and then our front cover, which is the pink, is going to have 1 score line. We're just going to switch that, and then we're going to attach it to the base underneath. So all you have to do is select the whole group and hit attach. And then you could just select each cut line in the, I find it easy to select it over on the right in the layers panel. So you just select the cut line and change it to a score line, and then select the whole group and hit attach. And then we're also going to attach the Happy Mother's Day cutout. And for the flowers, I did update my file to have 4 pink flowers that you can use in your card. And then we're just going to click Make It if you don't want to change any of the colors. And then all our mats are good to go, and we're going to cut on cardstock plus. But for my Happy Mother's Day, I'm going to use vinyl. Make sure you have your scoring stylus in your Cricut. Then you'll be ready to cut out all your different layers. Next, we'll be ready to assemble our card. Here are all the layers cut out. I like to give you a visual of everything that I have. And in this tutorial, I'm only using 3 flowers, but you can definitely add in a 4th flower. So we're just going to take some craft glue and layer the small dark pink on top of the big light pink, and then we're just taking the light pink and layering over the dark pink. And then we're just going to set these aside and let them dry, and then we're going to move on to the inside of our card. So we're going to take this piece and we're going to fold it in half all the way down to make a crease, and then we'll just fold over this diamond flap, and then we're going to open our card and push it forward so when it closes it's on the inside. And then we're going to take the cover and then we'll just fold that in half as well. And then we're going to get started with our leaves, and we're going to work with this top piece. It has 2 tabs on each side, and that piece you're going to put down first. We're just going to apply some glue to the tabs, and we're going to layer it right where it meets the top cut of the inside of the card. And we're just going to let that dry. And then we're going to fold over this one, and it's going to sit right in that pocket. So we're just going to slip it in until it can't go any more down, and press and let it dry. And for this one, we're just going to fold it in half, and then we're going to get the top corners and fold it down so it looks like it's our bouquet holder. Now we're just going to add some craft glue on the inside of this and lay it directly on top of the folds to where it matches up with all of the score lines, and then we're just going to let that dry. So just make sure you have that centered so it can close correctly, and then we're going to work on the front cover. I'm going to use some transfer tape to apply my vinyl, and I'm using the contact brand transfer tape. It's really good to work with when you're using cardstock because it's not super sticky and it won't rip your paper. So I'm just going to center it right in the middle and gently take off the transfer tape. Now we could put both cards together. So I'm just going to open up the outer part of my card and flip over this and add some craft glue to the corners and around the edges, just on one side for now. And we are going to line that up first to get it nice and centered on the left side. I probably should have folded this over first before I put craft glue because I want to make sure that I have all the corners lined up correctly right in the middle of the card. So once you have that down, you could go ahead and add more craft glue on the other side of the flap. So gently close it, make sure everything lies flat, add your craft glue around the corners, and then you can fold it back over and push down. And then next we are going to attach our paper flowers. So I'm just going to add some craft glue onto my leaves, and then I'm going to put the flower on top. My SVG file does come with 4 flowers, so you can add another one to the center leaves. And just make sure you wait about 5 minutes before you start opening and closing your card. And this makes such a cute Mother's Day card. You can also personalize it for other occasions. I hope you like this tutorial, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Head over to my tutorial on my blog where you will see 18 other free flower SVG files. Grab that link below this video in the description.